Hey, good morning, Mortgage Coach Dan Rawitch here. Happy holidays. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, I did. So nice to spend time with the family. Drove to Auburn, saw the in-laws. Didn't get too caught up in the rainstorm. All in all, it was a great day. This week's going to be real quiet from a trading standpoint because not only do we have these holiday, but we have snowstorms, terrible snowstorms on the East Coast. And on top of all that, we have a 2-year auction. That's just not going to go well. Last 4 years, the auctions have not gone well during the holiday week. On Christmas Day, China surprised us all with a rate increase. Merry Christmas. They're doing everything they can to stop their freight train and stop inflation, and we're going to definitely see some spillover on this side. Holiday trading will be light. Snowstorms will make them lighter. This will create volatility. When the rates go downside, I really don't have anything. Let's look at this the technicals here. So a couple of days ago, we broke out of this channel. Now, my hope was that we would continue in this channel because we had for 6 or 7 days. There was definitely a trend developing, and what we needed to do is bounce off of the upward trend line to create the next move up. We didn't do that. We broke out, and as I told you, as we broke out, 98 would become the fighting grounds, 98.50. We've since broken 98.50, and I suspect 98 is probably the next stop. With this kind of a crazy holiday week and China increasing rates and whatnot, just expect the unexpected this week. We could break through this. Normally I would say we wouldn't and test the lows. We'll see. I would have felt more comfortable in this channel. I think the longer term turnaround rally is still in place, but short term, this is what we're looking at. Treasury is exactly the same picture. And our summary. So the primary focus is China. We don't want their rates to go too high, but at the same token, we don't want inflation. So we really need to be somewhat supportive of their position. There's a fear of bunch traders is that if China does not control if China raises their rates to control inflation, we may have to raise rates to have our bonds be competitive. But I would just remind you that China is not the biggest, nor are foreign investors the biggest buyers of our bonds. So it doesn't threaten me as much as it may threaten others. It's a concern. And today we have amateur trading squared. By that I mean a holiday week. Most pros closed out their positions. They're taking time off. And now we have the guys that even braved the snowstorms because they had to. It's the only reason you'd go to work is because you had to. The 2-year auction is going to be tough because of that. We already have the 2-year selling off. And the last 4 years of holiday auctions have been rough, as I mentioned earlier. We're now trading outside the channel, and we do remain vulnerable for lower prices. And your thought for the day. Life is a never-ending series of tiny course corrections. And by that, okay, some of you know this, I'm a pilot. And when you're flying the airplane, you don't make major changes. Let's say that I'm going from here to New York in my plane, and that's a course of 090. Well, there's little things that are going to happen all along the way to interrupt that course, whether it's wind, whatever, weather, and so I'm constantly having to make tiny course corrections, but always remembering my heading is 090. Same thing, I may want to fly at 20,000 feet. Well, there are things that'll come up that will require me to go a little higher or a little bit lower, and it's okay. You don't want to make major course directions, and you always want to make sure what the destination is. All right, you guys, have a great day. Bye.